Hey folks, welcome back to Dominion 6. Okay, so in the last episode, we were taking out Midgard, and we've pretty much got them under control, I think. They have got this fort here left at the Green Marshes, which we are going to march our army down as soon as we've taken this one, if we can get it. We're going to march our army down there and finish those off. We've also summoned, using a really, really cool spell that we uncovered in Thaumaturgy, called Deceive the Decree of the Lost. And this has summoned the King of the Lost Tribe and some Giants of the Lost Tribe. Now, these guys look very, very much like the Adons. He looks like an Adon from Ashdod, from the Ashdod nation in Middle Age. Although the Ashdod, I think the Ashdod nation is size 7. I think that's right. Yeah, I think he's size 7. He's a little bit smaller than the Melkart. He's also a heretic, this guy. So this is it is different. This is not the same. This is not the same character. He's a little bit, I think he might be a little bit weaker and just not quite as good. However, he's a heretic. That means heretics lower the dominion in the province. Okay, so a value of 5 guarantees the removal of 1 point of dominion. Lower values means there is a lower chance of this happening, but values above 5 mean that more than 1 point of dominion can be removed per month. He's a heretic too. He's quite a good heretic. What you want to use heretics for, right? You could do some really, really advanced stuff with dominions with heretics, okay? I'm not going to go into it now. It's more like go and check Lucid Tactics videos. Who was it? Which nation was it that he was using that with? Heretics. Yeah, so you heretics, for example, you can use it. I'll go through it just because it gives anybody who's new, it gives you an idea of some of the really cool stuff that you can do with this game. So with heretics, let's say that you've picked a dominion strength, a dominion score, sorry, or a bunch of scales with your dominion that is really, really bad. Okay, so let's say that you've got you really wanted to get a really powerful pretender chassis, so you got some crazy monster or something and you got a load of magic paths on it, and you had to trash your scales in order to get the points for it. So you might have luck, misfortune 3, drain 3, death scales, whatever. If you've got heretics in your nation, you can actually and you keep your dominion score quite low. Okay, so let's say you've got a dominion score of 2 or 3, which is risky to play with, by the way, because you can get dom killed really easily. That is where the enemy's dominion is so strong that it pushes yours back, so you have to be really, really on it with preaching. So there are only a few nations that can really do this successfully, but you can use your heretics. Let's say Jomon, right? They've got some scales that we really like they've got Order 2. Let's say they've got growth 2 or something. So they've got some nice scales and it's better than ours. What we can do is we can take land off them and then we send our heretics in, and our heretics bring down their dominion candle, okay? And then what will happen at that point is the scales will set at the level that they were before. Your dominion candles won't take over, and you just leave a few heretics in there, and hey presto, you've got all the benefits of having trashed scales because you've got great magic paths or whatever, this crazy pretender, but you're also getting the benefits of the scales of your neighbors. So you can do some really, really cool, interesting stuff with heretics. More pertinently to this game, heretics are dangerous for us because they're going to be removing our dominion strength, right? We've got dominion strength 9 here, I think. Yeah, we need 1 more temple, but then we can get 10. So we want to move this guy out quick before he starts removing our own dominion. What we want to do is we want to move him over into Midgard and remove the dominion candles as quickly as we can. Now, we've knocked down all his candles. Our dominion strength is going to improve, especially if we get people preaching. I don't think so for example here, rather than building more troops now or more mages, we might be better off actually getting some of these, like the Feminie Abbess. And getting some Dominion 2 level, some level 2 priests up so that we can start preaching, because they are really, really strong. Now, probably don't want to do it there though, because now I think about it, what were we getting? Was it the Savant? Yeah, we can actually get them up in any place where we've got a temple. Okay, so we've got loads of temples. We are a temple nation. We are a very, very pious nation, and we've basically got these guys everywhere. So we've got the temples everywhere. So we can basically create these anywhere we want, pretty much. Anywhere we've got a temple. Okay. To go back to this dude, anyway, the King of the Lost Tribe, we've cast some spell, which has kind of waylaid him out there in the ether somewhere and dragged him and his his minions with him. Now, the minions that he's got, pretty good, right? These guys are at map move 16, so we're going to be able to get down this map pretty fast. But look, attack skill 12, defense skill 15. They are gluttons, so we need to get them out of anywhere where we need supplies. Like, for example, Midgard has got 543, and we're using 399 between myself. And I think that's split between myself and the guys in the... Oh, no, I don't know if that's actually... I don't know if they use supply inside the castle. I can't remember quite how that works. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's just us. So these guys are going to be eating more than their fair share of supply. So you've got to be a bit careful. Like, for example, these would be a terrible idea trying to fight into Lemuria with. By the way, look, Lemuria is starting to spread. I'm pretty sure that was not a... I'm pretty sure that wasn't a desert before. So we need to be a little bit careful because Lemuria is going to desertify everything now, I think, with its death scales eventually, I think. But yeah, so these guys they've got all sorts of stuff. So they've got heretic. The heretic will be nice. We want to move these dudes over this way, I think, and go and get them towards Midgard. We might get there in time. I don't know. If we can get them there in time to be able to start using the heretic skill to bring this down, we probably also want her, like Anani here. I might actually let's just get these guys into different groups. There we are. So Anani here now, she doesn't want to be sieging. She wants to be preaching, and we want to preach down their Dominion candle because if we can actually get their Dominion score down here, that would be really, really good. I think we're probably going to be getting temple checks all the time, pushing their Dominion out anyway. And to be honest, these guys are in real big danger of being Dominion killed anyway, being Dom killed, because they just don't have the Dominion candle strength, whereas we are very, very powerful, and our belief is just so much better than theirs. Okay, let's get on with the game. So, Sophia. What should we cast? That costs us a lot of these gems. Okay, we can cast the Eyes of God. Now, probably don't want to cast this on your god. The thing is that there is a spell that counters this. So, what is the Eyes of God? Let's read it. This enchantment enables the mage to see all provinces in the world. Dominions can be seen in great detail, and so can discovered magic sites, but income cannot be determined exactly. Inside the God's own Dominion, income as well as any troop movements and battles can be seen in great detail. This includes the detection of any glamoured or invisible troops that are not stealthing. Patrolling units inside friendly Dominion will find it much easier to detect enemy scouts and to quell unrest. The historic records for all nations can be accessed and everyone on the Hall of Fame can be inspected. So this basically gives you omniscience, basically. So it's a very, very powerful ritual. It actually comes at level 5. The reason why this is really, really powerful, you know, especially in multiplayer, it basically allows you to see everything. The problem is that there is a spell in fire magic, I think. Where would that be? I think it's a fire magic spell. Yeah, we just want to review rituals. Okay, yeah, we can't filter both at the same time. I don't remember where it is now. I want to show you this spell. It's pretty cool. Fate of Oedipus. Yeah, so it's Fate of Oedipus. Any fire nation in the game, caster punishes a mage for having claimed the Eyes of God. The mage's eyes are blasted by brilliance. His eye socket is emptied forever, and the Eyes of God no longer observe the world. This spell can only be cast if the Eyes of God enchantment is active. Okay, so anybody who's got access to this spell at, where is it? Sorry, Fate of Oedipus, level 4. So it's Evocation 4. Comes quite early. It's only 10. Sorry. Where are we again? Fate of Oedipus. It's 75 gems, so it's a lot of gems. But the AI, you know, might have saved up that, and we don't want to. And it will blind our god. Our god will be blind, and that's not ideal. We don't want to blind her. She is mostly going to be a research. Like she is the key to our powerful research. When we move her out, she stops. You know, like this research speed goes right down. Right. As it is, we're going to start hitting some of our end game stuff very, very quickly. And I think we can probably get this game finished relatively quickly if we do that. Originally, I was going for Enchantment 8. Let me just remind myself of why I was doing that. Let me just pause it, folks, while we do this. Okay, I think I've changed my mind. So originally, I think my thoughts for going into Enchantment was so I could get Arcane Nexus. The thing is, you need a lot of gems for this. 150 Astral Pearls. And that's going to be difficult for us to get. I think I might actually go into Thaumaturgy. So I'll tell you why. Thaumaturgy's got some really nice stuff for astral magic, okay, and we've also for glamour. So let's just have a look at what we've got. First of all, we've got Divine Name. This is kind of cool. We can cast this. This will enable us to create commanders out of anything that we can get hold of, any unit in the game. So you can do some really cool stuff with this, okay? So, yeah, we'll come back to that. Then we've got Charm. Charm is a it's a much better version of Enslaved Mind. Charm basically, it just steals a unit from the enemy, including commanders. It won't work on Pretender Gods, but it's really good. Then we've got Mass Confusion. By the way, so I'm going to show you how. I think I might do it here. I'm going to show you how you can make some insanely powerful builds with Charm and Enslaved Mind. These two, when you start mixing them with communions, oh boy, can you do some cool stuff with these? Okay, and then later on, we've got some other stuff as well. Battle Fortune is going to give an area of effect to 20 of your troops luck, which is so strong. Okay, that's like so strong. Like lucked troops are really hard to kill. So, you know, even if you cast that on like a bunch of militia, those militia are going to stay there and fight on for ages, right? So all you need is one mage who can get to level 4 glamour. So that's anybody in Twilight, like one of our mages in Twilight, and maybe with putting an extra gem on or something, or a communion. Yeah, Battle Fortune. What else have we got? There's also a couple of these as well. We've got the Vortex of Returning. So you can send all of your troops in your army in a battle right back. That you can do some weird stuff with that. I've never really tried it, to be honest, but it sounds cool. Astral Travel, allowing all of our troops can just move. We don't need to be in. Hang on. The caster creates a rift in the fabric of space, allowing him to step through with all troops under his command and enter a distant province. Yeah, you don't need a lab. So you need to be in a lab, but you don't need to end up in a lab with that. So this just means if you're in anywhere with a lab, you can suddenly just teleport and do a magic phase attack with the whole army. Very, very strong. You could intercept enemy armies with this and just catch them by surprise. We've also got Battle of Fortune. Yeah, we've looked at that one. And then let's have a look at what else we've got here. Master Enslave. Okay. Master Enslave is a spell that we can cast without Pretender. You need a really, really, really high level Astral Mage. You need to basically build, a Pretender for this, or there must be there's probably other ways to get this level of Astral, but it's not going to be easy, or you use a Communion. Anyway, Master Enslave, 8 gems. It affects the whole battlefield. The fatigue cost is absolutely huge, so you really want to, you probably want to cast this in a Communion, or have a very, very powerful Pretender or something, something with a lot of hit points, because you're going to lose a lot of hit points casting this. But everybody on the field just suddenly, its magic resistance easily negates, so it means it's MR negates, but it's like they get a bonus to their negation. But every enemy on the battlefield can go onto your side, basically. So especially with and even if, let's say, only 25% of the enemy troops go over, well, that means that they immediately start attacking the enemy. So it wrecks their battle lines. It's just a game-winning spell, basically. You will win pretty much if you can get that spell off. And unless the enemy has got some massive magic resistance protection, you're going to win your battles, probably, because it's just really, really strong. Okay, guys. With that in mind, let's start sending some troops out. I don't want to talk too much longer, because I'm good at that. Okay, let's get these guys, and she can go on spells. I'll actually just give her a glamour gem or 2. And Trana here, she can... Where should we send her? Send her down to the Towers of Heaven in the first instance. I don't think we're going to need more sacred units for this battle, I don't think. I think we've got a lot. We've got... I don't know. But we can probably put these into one group. I've not actually sorted this out yet. I probably should do. Yeah, I think I'll do this actually, just in case. Let's figure out who's got... She's got 175 leadership. I think she's our best leader. So what we're going to do is we're going to get... Yeah, we definitely want our best leader to have the main troops. Now, if I was being a little bit smarter, I don't think I'd put all these into one unit. I'd probably break them up and put a few of these like scattered in amongst these guys, right? I think that'd be the way to do it, because I think you'd want... Oh, hold on a minute. Let's get you. Here we go. We lose our morale bonus, by the way, if we've got more. If we've got more squads than you can handle, so you can actually have more squads if you want, but you lose your morale bonus. You don't really want to do that, generally speaking. Yeah, I think we're going to split these up into these groups, because if we've got some of these these glamoured troops, right? Yeah, there we are. So if we've got some glamour troops mixed in amongst the standard troops, I think that's going to be quite powerful. Okay, yeah, that's looking okay. So we're just going to basically have a bit of a smattering of troops in here. Get a few of these in here and just split these groups out. What we're going to do is we're going to assume that the AI is not going to try and break out. It might do, in which case it doesn't really matter too much. But we want to have one of the units holding an attack rear. Well, that means that they'll annoy. When we do a finally attack, we will avoid the enemy on the front line. Sorry, on the walls, and they'll go straight for the back line. And you want a strong unit to do that. For example, these guys want to be on hold and attack rear. Okay, yeah, that looks all right. Let's get those. Get these guys moved out a little bit like that. And I do want I do want one at the back as a trap. This unit at the back just to trap any air units. They might be sat there summoning like loads of, I don't know, wyverns or something. There's all sorts of stuff that they could be doing. It's going to make sure. Yeah, we don't want those guys in here. I think we'd probably have these in 2 groups as well. So yeah, Phoebe's going to have these troops. Yeah, I'm going to put. Let's get these into these main lines. Just holding shift and click. I don't want to get into too much autistic detail here, and it's kind of difficult for me with my conditions being what they are. But there you go. I will sit and fiddle with this for hours. By the way, it's not very exciting to watch, so I'll try to refrain from that. Okay, yeah, we're nearly there. So let's get a few more in. Look, 4, 3. Don't need these troops to be in completely organized. We've got some, those guys there. We're going to bring these in here. Have those in the same troop, I think. Let's keep those together. Everything else looks pretty good. I might just put a group of these at the front and just have them on fire, and I want them in. Yeah, they want to be in sparse line. So they're like a bit of a sacrificial lamb. Hopefully they will start taking some of the fire. I don't care if we lose some archers at all. It does not bother me in the slightest. Let's also get a couple of very, very strong defenders on guard commander around her. Is she our prophet? No, she's not. So it wants to be around the prophet, wherever the prophet is. Oh no, we didn't bring the prophet yet, did we? Oh, there's the prophet, Kersey. Yeah, she's moving back up here this turn. Alright guys, anyway, we've done enough faffing around there. Wanda, she has searched here, so she's now going to move down and go down to the Tower of Heaven. I had a plan for her. I was trying to remember what it was now. I really should write stuff down, shouldn't I? Let's get her searching. And Latena here. Let's get her moving over to the Mountains of Madness and searching too. Antipiope. Let's bring these troops down. Generally, just general troops down to. I think I'll bring these down to Vath. How many sacreds? Oh no, we don't have any sacreds here. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah, Antiope is going to go down to the Towers of Heaven too. All right. Let's just quickly go through our mages now and just make sure we're our commanders. Sorry. Okay, Amelia here. He's the one we started the game with, if I remember right. Can we have her on construct building? Yes. So she's going to continue constructing this building here. Polymusia here is going to search. This is a Feminie sorceress I've just created. These guys are all researching. Actually, can we? Ah, there we are. Look. Now, she's a nature mage. We don't have many nature gems. That's the only problem. I think we've got so few nature gems that she's even going to not be so good at. Yeah, let's just. I want her out site searching because we've got loads of nature sites to site search. Let's find another candidate for. Oh, yeah, we want to get. Here we go, look. Just, we've got so much gold at the moment, we really want to be spending it. You don't want to have gold and just not spend it. Speaking of which, let's just start getting... I'll get a round of these guys out. You can always use mages. You can always use priests. Have one here. Yeah, we've got so much money. Let's just make sure we're actually recruiting stuff that we also need. Okay, we got some of these on the front line. Sorry, we've got some cavalry. Hold an attack. Yeah, we just mix those guys in. So, yeah, we're going to get 5 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That's about it. That's all we can. That's about all we can get. So we'll go in another one. Just make sure we are constantly building troops, because we want you need troops to be able to support the mages. You need mages to support the troops. Basically, it's the little rule of it. This is kind of far back. Mind you, we don't have any... I want some archers, just in case. The off chance we do get attacked. I think it's unlikely, to be honest. So we don't need a whole lot of them. But we want a few. There we go. Something like this. And we get a law mistress. Yeah, just we want to be spending this money we're making now. Excellent, excellent. Everything's looking really, really good. I'm very, very happy with the way that our empire is going. Continue on with this. We can get crossbows as well. Crossbows are a little bit better than the short bows. But we got flaming arrows. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe the crossbows. They're just more resources. That's the thing. A lot more resources. So I think for what we need these for, I'm not bothered about the crossbows. 5, 2... Yeah, something like this. And then again, we'll go with the law mistresses now. They're going to take longer to come out, but they are better. They are definitely better mages. I think we'll get the... Ooh. Yeah, again here, we're just going to get a few troops out. All right. He's going to go on research. Okay, we're done. And roll the turn, guys. Man, 22 minutes for a turn that I pretty much did already. I promise I'll increase the speed of play a little bit. I think with regards to that, providing that, like, I think as long as you guys are learning something, right? You know, and I assume that most people who are watching this now are probably not like multiplayer experts. I'm just guessing. I don't think that. Hey, in the comments, holler out if you are an expert at this game, right, and you still like watching my series. I'd really like to know, because I'm interested to know what it is that I'm doing. Maybe you're just in it for the car crash. You're like, God, what the devil is battle mode doing here? Maybe that's part of the appeal. But I strongly suspect that most people who are watching this are likely to be people who are either fans of my channel or, you know, you're kind of like interested in learning the game. Anyway. Selena the Sorceress has found a magic site in Onfolia, the Painted Crypt. Oh, look at this. We've got, this is really lucky, really, really lucky. We've got death gems now. Depending on how long, and an astral pill as well. Depending on how long the game goes on, we might be able to use these. If nothing else, we can alchemize them into pills. Let me just check, by the way, I'm going for Thaumaturgy 7. We're going to have that. It's very, very soon. As soon as we've got Thaumaturgy 7, we've got Charm. Then we're going to go for Thaumaturgy 8, I think. And then, yeah, I think I got kind of a bit carried away, but I think I'm going to go for Master and Slave. This is a game-ending spell, guys. The thing is, because my research is so strong, there's nothing to stop us, really, just to kind of go through and explore the magic schools. Now, I'm kind of like, just quickly, I try not to ramble, but like, I think when you're playing this game, you will increase the longevity of the game if you don't try to do everything in one playthrough, right? So you're never going to see every spell in a game. Like, it's probably pretty much impossible for you to go through a game, you know, to go through Dominions and unlock and see everything, especially now that they've locked the level 9 spells behind individual research. I think it's going to be so much more difficult to do that. But that said, there is some opportunity for us if people want that we can actually start thinking about. We think, what spells do we want to see? What do we want to do? Okay, a proclamation from Lemuria. Trikartre, the Lemo acolyte, shall hereby be known as the prophet of Talor, opener of the ways, god of the wild cows. What a ridiculous name. By the way, just before we do anything else, let's just... Yeah, that would be 1 turn's research. I am going to go straight into alterate. I'll get some alteration first, because Nightfall would be a nice one. We've got Twilight, by the way. So this is the battle enchantment, which makes Twilight fall on the battlefield. All glamour mages get +1 glamour, and you get -2 precision. So less useful if you're using lots of archers, but we're not too bothered about that. The other thing that we could do, if we really wanted to have some fun in this single-player game, is go right down into level 9. Of construction, and then we can start getting some of the unique magical items, and you can kit your commanders out with some wonderful stuff. Anyway, there's a battle in Dardania. This is Feminie attacking Midgard. Yeah, we're just moving in on them now. Look, probably not much to see here, folks, so I'm just gonna do it kind of quickly. Now, to get a heavy cav charged into our archers here, that's gonna do some damage. Yeah, it's just this heavy cav guy. Oh, he's been driven off, though. Yeah, okay, so Midgard has been routed. We lost a few archers. We lost a couple of swordsmen and a lady-at-arms and a veiled one. Okay. There's a battle in Blue Moss Forest. Once again, we're being attacked by a bunch of girders. I wonder why it is that they're building all these girders. What is good about these guys? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because they got True Sight. It might be that he's thinking, okay, they're a glamour nation. We need True Sight to be able to see through what's going on. I don't know if these berserkers are going to be enough to get all through this PD. They are very, very good at killing PD. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, look, they're doing quite a good job of killing the province defense. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, I think they might have won it. We might have won it. Okay, looks like we drove them off. We drove them off. Excellent. I was getting a bit distracted there. Let's have a look. So our forces defeated the attacking force from Midgard. Sorry about that. What you guys did not see is that Battle Queen just crept into the room because there was something in here she wanted. So I was trying to talk and like ignore it. It was really difficult. Yeah, but Battle Queen came in looking for things. Okay, there was a battle in the Mercs. Good old Battle Queen. I'm trying to get her into YouTube to do her own YouTube channel because I think she'd be absolutely amazing because she's hilarious. But it's finding games that she'd actually enjoy playing is the thing. I've been trying to get her into 4X games, and I think she's got limited patience for 4X games. Okay, those guys just ran away. She'll have limited patience for 4X games. However, oh, so what happened here? Yeah, she's more of a Baldur's Gate 3 person. Okay, yeah, they had no commander. So I wonder if maybe Jomon has been sending in ninjas to kill the commanders, because that's a viable strategy, by the way. Let's get a bunch of province defense up here in the Mercs. We can actually get our own slingers here. I can get Jaguar tribe priests as well. This would not be a terrible move. I mean, it gives us a very small chance of getting blood magic, so that's not bad. Then we can get, yeah, we'd also get nature, and we don't have many nature mages. We do have some. Anyway, let's move her. We're going to sneak her up to the Green Marsh. Let's continue with this. A magnificent statue was raised in the honour of Sophia, the Evening Star, the fate of the world, mistress of destiny, in Abalak. This is going to give us 4+4 Dominion and 1 Order. Very, very nice. So we suddenly got a whole bunch of Dominion candles here. We are starting to push our Dominion into Erythria's territory, and we're actually starting to get some scouting on them now. So there we go. I'm just interested to know, have we got any big fire nations? Yeah, okay, these guys can do fire. I'm just wondering, can we put up the Eyes of God? That's what I want to know. I think if I'm going to put up the Eyes of God, I don't want to do it without Pretender, because if the Fate of Oedipus comes out, then we're going to be blinded. Yeah, right, so they can't easily cast this. They're not a big fire nation. Who is it? Is it the Orphic Mystic? Yeah, he's got 50% chance of getting fire. Yeah, she's... Oh, they got disease healers, look. Oh, no, they got healers. These are quite rare. These can heal afflictions. Very, very nice. The Mystic... Oh, it's the Mystic, right. So these can get fire too. They'll get some fire too. I don't know. I'm not worried about Arco. Okay. Phlegra, definitely a fire nation. These are going to have big fire magic, I think. Still, to get 4... Yeah, these guys can... Oh, they can get 3. So I don't generally count... Like when you see people summoning up paths, by the way, they don't generally count the 10% ones, because the chances of getting them are very, very small. So basically, if you get one of these, like if you get a fire 4, that's lucky and it's a bonus rather than, you know, something you should bank on. Never ever make a plan based around getting a 10% path, you know, because this is like 10% divided by another 25%. So what's that? Very, very low, basically. Very, very low percentage. All right, so yeah, those guys are not probably not someone that we're going to be able to do it with. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, the paths don't go that deep in the late age. So actually, unless they put it on a Pretender, I think, or they build some path boosters, I think I think we'd probably be okay to put up the Eyes of God, actually. I think we'd probably be okay. I think we'd probably be okay. What else have we got in here? Let's go back through this anyway before I start getting distracted. Unexpected event occurred in Vath. Oh, hurricane struck the land, devastating the coastline. This could have been one of our enemies, by the way. Unrest plus 28, 870 gold. Sorry, 870 people died. So yeah, that might be that could be these guys if an air nation. If you got an air nation, you can cast that, and you can. It's kind of hidden, right? Jomon might be able to do it as well. I forget whether they've got air in their paths. Yeah, they got air as well. Like this thing can do some air stuff. Horrible Ryujins. Yeah, these guys can do air. So yeah, I mean they might be casting this on us, and it's kind of annoying because it kills your population, right? Although we're getting 0.4 population growth, so you know, unless they're doing it repeatedly, it's probably not going to be a big problem. Okay, Modemo was discovered and attacked in the Whispering Waste, so we lost a Feminie scout. Down in this province down here. We were checking out the back lines of Jomon. We're actually pushing down Jomon's candles, look. I think we're starting to dom push them a little bit. What we need is more people preaching, I think. At the moment we're just going straight into research. Wanda here. Oh, that was it. She's got... Now, the reason why I was thinking about her is because she's got what's it? She's got 3 points in astral paths. So what is it I wanted her for? So yeah, she could do teleport. Teleport item. That's a new one. The ritual could be used by an astral mage to teleport a single magic item to a commander in a province far away. Heavy items cannot be transported by this ritual. The commander who receives the item cannot belong to another nation. Transports one non-heavy item to another commander. That's very, very cool. So we could actually, you know, it does require... Gosh, what was the level again? Teleport item. It's level 2. So yeah, you got to be careful because do you want to be putting a astral... You know, do you want to be using a turn of an astral mage to do something like that? Well, I suppose if the item's important enough, why not? Maybe so. I'm just going to make sure we've got all these. Okay, we've got some fire in the jars coming out as well. Any mages that is going to be slated for combat, I think we're probably going to be putting one of those on. So like her, for example, she's going to be a fire mage, most likely. Have we done with the messages? No. Okay, construction of the fortress in Mountain of Madness is completed. So we've got a fortress up here now. Let's get this guy immediately going for the castle. And Latina here is going to... Or Latena is going to be searching. And then we got the fortress. The entrance to the fortress in Midgard, or the fortification in Midgard, has been breached. Okay, we can now script our battle to take out Midgard. And I think I'm going to do that before we end the game, guys. I think... This is not the best formation for storming a castle, to be honest. I think what we want to do is we want to put these guys. We're going to put these lady knights. Yeah, this is kind of, look, we've got some interesting decisions to make, right? So we've got probably a few too many troops going in. I don't think they're going to have this many. They're going to have a whole lot of troops. Let's put the archers. Sorry, just coming out there. Let's put the archers on the front line. Like this. So they're at the front taking. I don't really care if they get killed. Like, I know it's mean, but I just don't care. I don't really. They're not that important. What we could do is we could get, how many mages? Have we got any gems here? That's another thing. Ah, that's one thing that I've kind of screwed up here. So we don't have many gems, and that means we can't put up too many really strong spells. I don't think we don't need all of these troops to be attacking in here, but I probably think we should. Yeah, I think we probably should send them all in just in case. I might have these. Ah, I see. I remember now. You know what? I was actually. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Get some of these on the back. I wanted a trap at the back, didn't I? Yes, I did. So. Kirsty's here now as well. Okay, so yeah, let's get these guys back as the trap that I wanted. And I'm just going to grab just a few more troops just to put into this group here. Have them in box formation. Yeah, just so that they can act as a trap to kill any flying units that come down. Okay. She's going to be doing Divine Blessing. She doesn't need to do that now. So let's just, we're going to script this battle, folks. So Kirsty can do Divine Blessing. That's absolutely fine. I don't know if we want to bother. Do we want to bother with the Communion? I don't think we've got enough mages to do it, to be honest. So let's not. We're just going to. I think we're just going to script some spells for them to cast. We don't think we need Communions, to be honest with you, in this battle. I don't know. It's going to be. It's difficult to say because I don't know what they've got in there, basically. But I think we're just going to go through and script these individually. Furious Warriors isn't a bad idea. Just increasing the morale and attack skill, group look, etc. We'll have her casting spells too. She's actually got pearls. Okay, so we're going to transfer some pearls from her to... Where are we? Nah, she's probably best of casting it. So what we'll do is we'll go with... Let's go for Power of the Spheres. No, Light of the Northern Star. Hang on, she got 3 in Astral? No, she's got 2. Who's got 3? Amani. Okay, so she does need to transfer those over. Okay, so we're going to transfer those over to Anani. Take my gems. Anani. So Anani is going to cast... she's going to cast Light of the Northern Star. That's going to increase the astral magic for all the troops on the battlefield, or all the mages on the battlefield. Wow, look at this. Conjure Phantasmal Knight. The caster conjures a Phantasmal Knight to aid him in battle. Phantasmal Knight is a being made of the dream world, made of memories, dreams, and legends. Phantasms are not real, but can interact with creation if conjured with glamour magic. Phantasmal Knights are manifest dreams of heroic knights armed in shining armor. They're insubstantial and difficult to harm with physical weapons. Phantasms cannot hold for reality for long and will disperse when the battle is over. Yeah, when cast underwater, phantasmal Triton Knights will appear. Okay. That could be fun. I don't think we've got any of the gems, though, for it. Yeah, we don't have any gems for some of the really big stuff. But we can go through and just kind of have a look, see what we've got. Sandman's Blessing, that's kind of cool. A large number of soldiers are touched by the Sandman and will fall asleep. 25, wow. Area effect 25. So as you can see, these spells can go really high. By the way, we've got Soul Slay now as well. So if there's anything really scary in there, Soul Slay will do the job. Guaranteed. Okay, I think what we're going to do... Let's just check the spells that she's got. I think what we want to do is buffing our units. Group Look is a good spell. We were already scripting that. just remind myself what spells are going to be coming in for us from these. It's going to be cold stuff, isn't it? Air, astral, blood, death, nature. Okay, so yeah, so imps might be coming in if they got blood. If they summoned a load of imps, which is possible. Air magic, we might end up getting air elementals. Elementals have been kind of nerfed in this one. They're not as strong as they used to be, apparently. I'm not quite sure why. I can't remember. I've not actually looked too hard at them myself. I think it might be something to do with trample, and I can't remember now. Apparently they're weaker than they were. Okay. Let's just have these in here. Okay, Kirsty, advancing cast spell. No, she's not. I just wanted to cast spells, not advancing cast spells. Otherwise, she'll move forwards and attack. I think we're going to go with the buffs. Oh, it's a shame we can't get Twilight, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with group look. We've also got Mirror Mind. Okay, so it shrouds their minds against MR, against mind affecting spells. That's not bad. Let's go with group look, and we'll just try and basically buff our troops up. I'm not gonna faff over the spells too much here, guys. I don't think we need to. Body ethereals are always worth casting. Yeah, again, I think we'll go with group look. Let's just put luck on a load of our troops, and that will just stop a load of stuff from dying, basically. I'm going to leave her... Hang on. Light of the Northern Star. That's going to boost her up to Astral 4. Actually, decent sorcery spells we can cast. Yeah, Enslaved Mind. Okay, let's see if we can take some troops. Going to do Phoenix Power. I'll cast Furious Warriors. Okay, that looks good. Look, I'm not thinking about this too carefully. I'm not expecting the enemy to be able to defeat this. I think we're probably going to take Midgard. Right, in we go. So we set these guys to Storm Castle. Let's check my scripting. Hold and attack. Yeah, they want to hold and attack. So the scripts go off. They can just fire at the start. Yeah, I don't want to... I'll bring some crossbows back. We'll have these guys firing archers, I think. Hold and fire archers, so they'll fire at the archers on the wall. They're gonna hold and fire at closest. No, maybe they'll go for archers too. Or we might set them to large enemy monsters, just in case something flies back into the back line. These guys can fire and keep distance. Oh, we'll fire archers and keep distance. And these guys are going to hold and attack rear. I think we're good to go. All right, guys. Gosh, 42 minutes. So let's continue. Coyote and Hedna here are going to move into the Green Marshes. We will also have... Where are we? Volda here. She's not going to be able to make it this turn. Okay, we're going to put some province defense up here. Athena, I want you site searching. She's going to be researching. I might just put one of the fire in the jars on her. Now this dude, no, he's not. I want to put some. Yeah, we're not going to need him now. So let's get him moving down to probably Towers of Heaven, and then we'll start getting some gear to put on him. Speaking of which, it might be worth building some. See if we can forge him some armor. What can we put on him? Oh, by the way, thank you to Merry Discusser and also, what's your name? Sorry, I've forgotten your name, sir, but or person, human being, but lady, whatever. We were talking about this character here. Here we are. Look, Volda. She's actually got a Ghost gown on. This is actually worse armor, okay, than she had normally. Now this does increase her hit points and gives her ore, but she's going to be less easy to hit. The thing is, this is nice with blur as well. Okay, so this does stack better with blur. It's not the worst idea in the world. The problem is, if she does take a hit, she's gonna have more hit points taken off her, and those extra hit points probably aren't enough to compensate for that. I'm not going to lose the item though, so we'll send her in as she is. But yeah, just so you guys know, that wasn't probably not the best, smartest move that I've ever made. I'm going to go through my castles. Here we are. And let's just start getting some more troops up. I think I'm going to move mostly to some of these stronger line troops now. So we've got some decent guys, decent line troops up. Frontline troops. What do we got here? Feminie Savant. Yeah, I want to get a bunch of savants up, so I want some communion slaves. We need to get a lab up here. So let you build a lab before you search. Then you can get a lab up. So then you can search the next turn. Have we got any of these guys? Oh, we got Dominion Strength 9. Have we still only got 19 temples? Yeah, we need another temple, don't we? You, sir, get down to Midgård and raise us an offering to Sophia, and that will increase our Dominion score even further. I think it will go past 10. I don't remember what the maximum. 10 might be the maximum. It might be 11. I can't remember exactly what it is. It might be in the manual. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. I was like, has she got an affliction from disease? But no. Here we go. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if Jomon declares war now. Like they're going to see us on the borders, thinking, They're either going to pick on one of their AI neighbors, or they're going to go for us. Okay, so research in thaumaturgy is completed. Go for alteration 5 next. There's a battle in Green Marshes. So this is attacking into Midgard's last fortress. Yeah, nothing here, look. There is nothing here. So we've got plenty of troops. Off we go. We've got no mages. And we haven't got any blessings either. But we don't even need them. Okay. Yeah, we didn't lose any troops. Excellent job. Okay, so there was a battle at the Fortress of Midgård. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's just see what we're up against. So here, the Master Enchanter. This is the pretender to the Pantokrator's throne. Look at this, 56 research ability. They've got full rainbow mage look. The only path he hasn't got is blood, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they've not got blood. But that is it. He's super rainbow mage. Their bless is probably going to be pretty scary. Okay, it wasn't that great. +5 shock resistance. Okay, so we're not using much air magic, so that's not a big problem to us. He's got some wyverns, so I'm glad I've got my little trap at the back here in case he decides to hold an attack rear or fly attack rear. They've got a whole bunch of archers from Midgard, and there's nothing here, guys. There's nothing here. Here we go. We don't need. I was right thinking that we don't need communions here. Okay, so the wyverns have jumped down onto the front line. Oh wow! We killed a load of our own troops there with with a volley of arrows. And here come the Houseguards from Midgard. They've been sent out through the front gate. This is a good idea, otherwise they would have blocked up the gate and it would have been a lot harder for them to get through. Now, we also have hearses. Oh, hang on, sorry. We also have Vanyals. Oh, there's a Vanyal here. Is that one Vanyal? No, they've got some Vans as well. Okay, we should be in... Yeah, I'm seeing Enslaved Mind going off. Let's just press C and just see what we're actually up against. Yeah, we've got way too many troops now for them to deal with. I think this is just a matter of time before we get to this enchanter at the back. Actually, where is he? Where did he go? Has he come forwards? Hold on a minute. Where art thou? Let's just show commanders only. Where is he? Where are you? I don't know how you jumped to him. I can't see him. Did he turn into a dragon or something? Maybe they had a dragon. Is it a dragon commander they've got? And he's changed shape. No, I think it would say that he died. Maybe I just can't see him. I'm being probably blind here, folks, and just not seeing him. Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, a whole bunch of units just sat at the back. Okay, we're getting through the last of their troops. Look, they've got some girders, a Vanhurst, barbarian chief, girders, and a jarl. So yeah, they're basically defending their castle now with their commanders. I still can't see the. I can't see their enchantress at all. Okay, the first of our troops, we've got a bunch of veiled ones who are actually now engaging. They've been caught by some fleeing troops here, look. These guys are routing off the field. Let's just see if that enchanter is still alive or if he's been killed yet. I want to know where he's gone. No, he's still on the map. He's still on the map. He's got 15 hit points. I can't remember how you jump to them. Has he hidden himself or something? Or maybe he's fighting away in the front line here. Hold on, what are those guys fighting at? Is there something in the back line here? No, I don't think so. I think they're just firing stuff into the general line, into the general ranks. There he is. Okay. Oh, Father Master Enchanter. He's taken a chest wound. It's actually he's invulnerable. Look, he's ethereal, and he's lucky. Yeah, he's not going to go down easily, but we'll kill him eventually. Yeah, he's been surrounded. Look, and he's taking a nap as well. So one more hit point. About to cast Shockwave. This is going to hurt if it goes off. There we go. Yeah, he's still not to be messed with. But hopefully somebody can kill him. Okay, he's still going. He's still there, look. His fatigue's gone down, so he's going to cast another spell. Or he's going to try and fight back. Very, very difficult to kill him with Ethereal and Luck. He's going to be taking tons and tons of attacks. There we go. It's gone. And that is it. That is the end of Midgard, in my opinion. They are not going to be able to survive without their pretender. The rest of their troops are running off the map. Let's see how that went. We managed to capture a wyvern. So we're using Slave Mind on a wyvern. We lost 10 crossbows, some archers, some swordsmen. Yeah, not a lot, basically. We did all right there. Considering we've taken out one of the pretenders in the game, that was very, very good. We lost... Oh, wow, we lost a lot of units to retreating, though. So that wasn't great. Message from Midgard. You killed our god. This war will not end until the nation of Feminie is annihilated. Okay, so now you are locked into the ever war with them, but it's, you know, they're dead basically. +2 unrest in the blue moss forest from wolves. We've completed a fortress. Green marshes. The walls are hardly damaged at all. Okay, so we need to get some more troops over here. Basically, once once we've taken this, that will be it. That is their last province. So we need to start moving a force now down to finish Midgard and take them out of the game. All right, guys. I'm not going to play any more this turn. I'm going to save the game and we'll end the episode. Look at this. Our Dominion is starting to spread into Jomons. I think they're going to be. We're really pushing against their Dominion in a big way. I want to get. See, really. Oh no, she doesn't need to preach. So we are getting temple checks going out every turn, and they're going to be starting to whittle down their our enemies' temples as well, or our enemies' dominion. So I mean, we've got a couple of options for winning this game, right? One is we could actually try to do a dominion push. So we just push our belief out. That would be really, really strong. I mean, look at these guys. Look, we've got 6 dominion candles here in what are these called? Erythria's lands. They're not going to put up with that for long. They really will not put up for that for too long, I don't think. So yeah, you might find they try to invade us. Same with Jomon. I'm feeling quite strong about this game, guys. Like I knew this was going to be relatively easy. I didn't want it to be like on the higher difficulty settings. If the AI plays well, then you can have a lot of trouble. And I wanted this to be a game that was just kind of like a chilled pace so that we could look at the new stuff. But yeah, I think that we got options basically. We've got options. Once I've won, I generally want the game to I want to get the game over with usually as quickly as I can. I've got a Skull Mentor available, haven't we? Let's get that Skull Mentor on one of these people who's not going to be moving. There we are, look. Okay, yeah, so we got options basically, but I usually want to win the game once I'm obviously winning. But we've not obviously won yet, and I've made this mistake with other games before. Brigandine was one that I was thinking about recently, where I stopped playing Brigandine campaign halfway through because it felt too easy, and then I picked it back up later on because I wanted to play it. And actually, the end of the campaign was really hard. So it's like, it just felt kind of way too easy for the first sort of 2/3 of the game. And then the final third was just really, really difficult. So the difficulty curve was a little bit off. You might find it similar with this, because by the time we get to fighting Jomon, I don't know where they are. I reckon they might be fighting one of their neighbours. Yeah, look, Jomon are right down here. Sorry, guys, for those of you who are not interested in hearing me talk, man, you might want to sign off now, and I'm not going to feel bad if you do. But let's have a look at the score graphs. Let's take a look at the score graphs here. So yeah, Jomon are doing pretty good. Look, we've got the most provinces. We're winning province-wise. We are also joint winning throne-wise. But Jomon's doing pretty well, and so is Lemuria. Look. Okay, Midgard's out the game now, pretty much. Phlegra are just kind of coasting along quite low. Looks like Arco Scafalia, and Erythrea are around the same kind of level. German's got a lot of forts, though. Mind you, their income's nothing like ours. And we don't get to see their gem income. I'm really tempted to cast Eyes of God. I think that it might be quite funny if we get... if someone casts Fate of Oedipus and it blinds her. It's not the, like, it'd be quite amusing. I don't know. I like the idea of a blind wise titan's kind of funny anyway. But we don't want to actually do that to her deliberately. Let's get her with one of these on as well, the Dreamstone. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll end the episode here before I get too tied up with this again. So yeah, we've defeated Midgard. That is it. They're not out of the game yet. They will be out of the game once we either Dom push them or we get an army down here to take this fort. And we want to do that because it's not on the best. Not really put it on the best province, to be honest with you. I would probably have put it here. But there you go. We have got Erythrea on this side. So, but we've got other places we want to put forts up as well. We probably want to put one up here. No, not there, because that's close to Midgard. Probably here or something. Anyway, or take the throne and we put one on the throne, which is usually the standard practice. Alright guys, I will catch you next time. Take care.